diving into today is just talking about fatherhood and what it really means, just diving into part 2 of doing that. So no further ado, let's just get started. Let's just jump into it. So fatherhood, one of the points I want to hit on is fatherhood and mental health. And I think that's such an important thing because I think sometimes that fathers, in the beginning, just as fathers, we don't always know what to do. And sometimes we need help. And that's what this channel is really about. It's just to help fathers. And the thing is, it could be help. Maybe you don't understand how to change a diaper the right way and how to connect it together. It's certain bottle types that you may not like, even from wiping your kids behind with the baby wipe. Sometimes when you use the warmers, it can have mold on it and stuff. So there's different types of milks. It could be 2% milk. It could be whole milk. And there's so many different things as a father, and you want to make sure that your mental health is okay. And I truly believe as a father that you should have one day a week out just to spend time with some guys or some friends, just to kind of relax and get your mind just in a good place, because we all need one day of break. It doesn't necessarily have to be on Sundays, but it can be a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And that's something I've talked about before, just me being just a single father. And I always say I've been married before, I've been single before, and I pretty much had it all, different levels of different things. But the importance of me is I always impress upon just having that one day just to be able to spend time with people. And I do that every single Wednesday, always. And don't get me wrong, every once in a while I do miss a day. But I try to make sure that I have this family community. I spend time with about 10 or 12 guys, and we always pick a spot. Most of the time they drink beer, I drink maybe one or two, and they're like, there goes Chris, he don't drink a lot of beer. And it's just so important for me just to really tell them, I really do appreciate them. And I'm so happy to have a family around me. I have my mom, and then I have my kids. And it's an important thing to me. And that's why I appreciate my friends that I have when I spend time with them. I mean, we have a group text and we always cracking jokes and stuff like that. And I think mental health can just be an important thing. I think sometimes what I see is guys, they get strung out on drugs. Sometimes they just don't know what to do. So they run to the bottle and start drinking and stuff like that. And that's the thing. I know I talked about drinking, but I don't drink every day. I drink literally once a month, once every couple of weeks. And that's the thing. I don't want people to be like that, have no place to come to. I want this to definitely be a community where fathers can open up and talk to one another. And I want to be transparent with y'all too. And that's why I want to say that mental health can be such an important thing. I mean, they even have hotlines and stuff. I don't know what the number is for mental health, as far as if you're stressed out or you have something going on. And that's something I just want to tell y'all. Just really always focus on your mental health. And another thing is I want to talk about parenting strategies. Sometimes you have parentings that are more of aggressive. They really try to impress upon the kid. Do this, you got to yell at them and do certain things. And then you have the parents who are a little bit more calmer and just say, little Johnny, don't do this, pick up that toy, don't hit the woman, don't hit your teacher. And for me, I think I'm a mixture of kind of in between. I'm a little bit nice, but there's times when I'm stern. So it just kind of depends on the situation. Like my younger son, I always try to be as nice as I can and as positive as I can because he's more sensitive. And I don't know if it's because he's just younger or if he's really sensitive. But it's something that I think I'll definitely see just as time goes on. And my older son, there's been times I've yelled at him, I hit him upside the head and stuff like that. And that's just, we get along. It's a different type of relationship. He's a different person. And that's the thing is like, when I hit him, he's like, okay, Dad. I'm like, look, I'm old school. Sometimes, we got to get the belt out and stuff like that. That's just how I am. And I'm not going to change my parenting styles. And that's what I really want to tell you as a father too. Always, be the parenting style that you want. Don't pick somebody else's parenting style. Whatever parenting style you like, do that. Do you as a parent. Don't feel like you have to listen to somebody else and do it the way that they do it. Always have your own style as being a parent. And that's one thing I just want to talk to y'all about. And diversity is another thing I just want to hit on as fatherhood. Be the person that you want to be. And that's the thing, because me as an African-American father, and yes, I have done Ancestry.com. I'm like almost a quarter Caucasian and somewhere right around there, but majority of it is like Nigerian and some other spots in like Africa. But the thing is, being an African-American, and I do have that 1% Mexican too, by the way, but being an African-American father, I don't think it's really difficult. I don't always look at color and stuff like that. But my kids too, since their mom is Mexican-American, it's such an interesting thing because they have the curly hair and stuff. My older one speaks Spanish. I speak a little bit of Spanish. The little one, my younger son, doesn't speak Spanish. And the thing is, I always tell them just to make sure that they have an opportunity to spend time with the Mexican kids and also have a time to spend with the African-American kids. That way they can really kind of get along with both. I never tell them to pick one side opposed to another side. And I never tell them they don't have to not hang out with African-American kids, non-Indian kids or white kids and stuff like that. Diversity is so important. That's why when I hang out with my guy friends, as I talked about before, A lot of them are white. There's only one other black guy in the group that comes over there. But we're open arms and stuff like that. And some of the guys was like 50 and 60 years old. And they're like, oh, hey, Chris, what's going on? You know, I'm 30 something. I'm 36 years old. But I get along with them and we all just talk and hang out and stuff like that. And I'm so blessed to have an opportunity to have the diversity. And being in Houston too as a whole, we're the most diverse city in the USA. And I always tell people, just be open. And I think that's why my eyes are not that rose-colored glasses. It's always so open and bright. And the reason why is being in Houston, we are the most diverse city. We have the most restaurants. We have so many different cultures and religions and backgrounds that I'm open to everything. Like just the other day, I was driving around. I was like, I didn't know this Jewish community was over here. But it's like 20, 25 minutes away from my house. I was doing some work and doing some stuff and I saw the Jewish community. And I was like, wow. I was just so happy to see them. I was like, this is such an interesting thing. And I think that's what really helps me to look at all fathers and be like, you know what, I can help you. I want to be there for you. And this is the community that you need. And these are the people that we need, just to talk to one another in the comment sections and be there for all the guys inside of the group. And fatherhood too, with aging, one of the things is as I get older, I feel like I get more wisdom. My body doesn't necessarily break down because I eat fruits and vegetables and stuff. And I do eat meat and stuff, but I eat oats and I try to make sure that I eat rice and different things like that to make sure my body is in good health. And that's the thing that's important to me. I drink spring water. I put ginger in there with lime sometimes, or lemons. And I want to really just tell y'all, make sure that you're active too, working out, eating right, because you don't want to have a big stomach and you can't really play with your kids, or you can't throw the ball or kick the ball. And I'm so happy that I'm in shape. And I tell my kids, you know, hey, daddy tries to eat as good as he can, but hey, I do eat that chip sometimes. And then sometimes I do eat the ice cream. And I think that's an important thing, is like, you know, every once in a while you can have what I call a cheat day to eat like some bread or eat some type of sweet and stuff. And I just want to tell y'all that, you know, just try to be in shape to be there for your kids. It's an important thing. And last but not least, I just want to touch on legacy and what you leave behind. And for me, it's like my legacy is my 2 kids that I leave behind and all the content that I create. Even if I was to die today, tomorrow, in another year, God forbid that happens. But the fact of the matter is that I would have an opportunity to have my content still go around the world and people watch it for years and decades to come, because I posted content just to help fathers out. Because it's not about me. It's about the community of fathers. It's about the mothers out there who have young boys. It's about the mothers who have kids that can watch the content. It's not just about fathers. Yeah, that's the title, Kingdom Fathers, because I want to create a kingdom in a world where we can all come together and talk as a community. But as parents, I just want y'all to be transparent and help one another out in the comment section and just be there for one another. And eventually, you know, I want to provide more resources and stuff like that. And I really just want y'all to be the best parents that you can be, because that's something I always strive for, to be the best parent I can be in my eyes. I'm never competing with any other parents. I'm only competing with who I was yesterday to be a better man today for my kids. And I always strive for that. So what type of legacy are you leaving behind? And the thing is, fatherhood, kid, it's just being such a father is such a blessing, because there's some people out there who cannot even have kids. So tell me what y'all think down in the comments below, and make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all share. You got to put this content out. We got to help other fathers. We got to help other mothers. We got to help people around the world. And that's what we want to do. This is what the channel is all about. Thanks for watching. Check out the next video tomorrow. Thanks.